Previously on the Crenshaw Corner.
So you do your whole marriage being unsatisfied? You know what I'm saying? So so you have to find that, like I said about that we part, that middle ground, because my whole life I just want to be sexually unsatisfied. Who living like that?
But here's the thing with that though as well.
Mm-hmm.
You, to be able to have those conversations, you have to have already either have done it or working towards it, setting a foundation of communication and a safe place.
Yeah.
You have to be able to, it can't be a situation where you've never created a safe place for you and your spouse to have hard conversations or difficult conversations. Yeah. And then this be the one that you come out with.
This just at all. Now this, you want to come out with, you coming out.
Well, hello there, family.
What's up, guys? What's up?
I didn't see you there.
Hi, guys.
And welcome back to another edition of Edition. Another edition.
Ooh, I like the way you said the
edition.
You like made a face.
Of the Crenshaw Corner.
Yes, it is.
I am your host, Sanchez Crenshaw, and as always, I am joined by the absolute best part of my day.
That's me, y'all. I just want y'all to know that was me.
The apple of my eye.
I am.
The wind beneath my wings.
I lift him up where he belongs, y'all.
The rib that completes me.
Completed.
The L boogie to my clef.
Are we talking about the group?
This is a softball. This is actually T-ball. This is like I put it.
Talking about the Fugees?
Thank you very much.
Come on, don't play with me.
There you
music
go.
Now, bruh.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't pretend.
Play with me with the music.
Don't pretend that you actually like music.
I do like music. I just don't like to hear it all the time.
Like never.
And I don't like it high.
Like to be heard, period.
I like it to be real low.
Yeah, I know okay. To be fair with my wife.
Thank you, be fair.
My wife is the type of person that things have to be done in a certain way.
Yeah.
So as long as it's not playing music Monday through Friday between the hours
really, baby,
of midnight and 11:59 p.m., she has no problem with it. Anything outside of that, then she's going to have a tremendous problem with music being played.
I like music when we travel.
You really don't.
I do. DMX. We travel with DMX. Don't do that. We travel with DMX.
I'm only allowed to do that for a certain amount of time.
That's just so we can stay up.
First of all, I wish you would go to sleep.
But anyway.
But even with that, stop playing, because I'll do DMX and all of a sudden your little hand and come over and turn my radio down.
Because you have it super high, babe. I don't want it to be high. DMX is a song that you want to play loud, but you go to the extreme.
I have it on 2.
Baby,
that's the extreme for you. I have it on 2. I have the volume on 2.
Baby, it's not on 2. Don't do that. It's not cool.
Got a question?
Yes, I'm going to tell him my name.
Could you please?
What's going on, family? What is going on, guys? I am Angela Crenshaw.
That's my wife,
What's going on? I'm married to him. He married to me.
Yep.
We married.
I married her.
23 years.
Yeah. I'm really surprised you got that, though. Well, I mean, it was a softball. Really? You should have got it, but... I'm just saying.
I'm very disappointed in you.
Only one of the greatest groups
I know my music.
You don't.
I do. I just don't know your references to shows and movies. I don't get that.
You don't.
I do.
No. Music.
I just don't like. Okay.
Who's saying I'll make love to you?
I'm a Boyz II Men.
Okay.
Baby.
All right, you got that.
But listen, but certain stuff like
Yellow Submarine. Who sung it?
oh my gosh, give me 1 second. Hold on. It's a British group. I'm just trying to get their names because it's not the Monkees, it's the other ones.
You gonna act like you know the Monkees?
I do know the Monkees.
You gonna act like you know the Monkees?
Anywho, so you a hater. Oh my God. But
you know music.
It's Yoko Ono's husband.
But you know music.
I just can't think of the name right now. Give me a minute, bro.
How do you not know this group's name?
Oh my God.
How do you know her, but you don't know the group's name? What was the husband's name?
Oh my God.
People still cry over him to this day. What was the husband's name?
Don't do that right now. Give me a moment.
But you know music.
I do know music.
Oh, they were a British group, not the Monkees.
Not the Monkees. And I know his wife and his children, and he wore little tiny round glasses with long hair. He passed away, and everybody just mourned him forever, but I cannot remember the group or his name. He didn't necessarily
pass away. He was killed.
I know, but I don't want to say that like that.
Well, that's the truth.
What's the name of the group?
The Beatles, man.
Yes, the Beatles.
Don't be like, oh yes, the Beatles. You didn't know.
It was on the tip of my tongue.
But how do you know Yoko, but you don't know John Lennon?
Baby,
I'm so confused.
John Lennon.
I just said that.
And they just have the John, and I was trying, and I knew that's what it was because I was trying to equate it to the John Lennon Songwriters Contest, but that's not here nor there. Let's just keep going. Hi, honey.
Welcome, family.
Hi, guys. What's
family,
up?
welcome. For our returning listeners.
What's up, y'all?
Welcome back.
Y'all know we here.
We here.
We here, y'all.
We's here.
We's here.
For our new listeners.
Thank you so much.
This is what you in for. You in there now. You might as well finish it out.
You in here now.
This is what your friends told you it was.
Yes.
You happen to do a search for a particular podcast. We popped up. Here's wheels.
Here's your golden ticket, baby.
It's your golden ticket.
It's your golden ticket.
But family, we thank you for listening.
Yeah,
however you're
seriously.
listening. Whether it's iTunes, whether it's Spotify, whether it's Podbean, whether it's Amazon Music, whether it's Google Podcasts, whether it's iHeartRadio.
Very good, baby.
Or on our own personal website at www.thecrenshawcorner.com.
You did good.
Thank you very much. We thank you so much for listening. And as always,
we can be found on the social.
We can be found on the social.
You didn't know.
We can send ourselves. You
didn't know.
I did. Actually, I did know. I was going to do our regular Welcome to the Cookout.
Okay.
Make sure you what?
Bring some aluminum foil.
Bring some aluminum foil and do what?
So you can take some with you.
Take something with you.
But I think we're not going to do that anymore until June. It just doesn't really.
It's not barbecue season?
It don't really feel the same when you do it like, well, it was hot today.
Yeah, it was.
It was hot today.
Where we were anyway.
Where we are.
So, depends on.
But it don't feel like.
Family depends on what side of the family you come from.
Yeah.
Some know it as a barbecue. Some know it as a cookout. Depends on what part of the family tree you come from.
Yeah.
But either way, we welcome you.
Welcome you.
So I'll retire that until the summer.
Yeah, retire that to the summer, please,
all
baby.
Right, no
so
problem.
what can we say then? What can we say?
We won't say anything. We'll just go into, we consider ourselves an interactive podcast. Which means we can be found on the socials.
I think we should have had a sidebar and made that discussion.
You want to do stuff
on the air right now.
You want to air our dirty laundry.
I mean, they're going to be like, ooh.
On the airwaves.
The new people going to be like, do they know what they doing?
She don't. I do, family.
Listen.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Do what you do, baby. Do what you do.
But we consider ourselves an interactive podcast.
We are interactive.
Which means we can be found on the socials. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on TikTok. We're on YouTube. All under the Crenshaw Corner.
Yes.
And of course, you can email us at any time at thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. Once again, thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com.
Because we love you guys so much.
We do. There we go, baby. So housekeeping is done.
Housekeeping is
done. Family as always. And just since we're already just behind the veil and we're just doing production meetings on the air.
On the air, y'all.
You know, it's a live recording. So we're going to continue doing production meetings on the air.
Okay.
Family, in all fairness, I have no idea what we're about to talk about.
The point is that we talk.
We do, but
the greatest thing for marriage is communication.
Actually, really, I cannot disagree with that.
Yeah, it's communication.
I cannot disagree with that. One of the reasons that a lot of marriages break up is because the communication fails. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I agree with that. But once again, family.
Plus, I think in a marriage there should be some suspense.
There should be some
suspense.
Now we suspensing out here?
Some mystery.
Okay, but that's what your grandparents did. And they told you, don't let the right hand know what the left hand doing. That's the kind of suspense you want?
I rebuke that foolishness that was told back in the day. So
what kind of suspense you talking about?
No suspense. Because you said you didn't know what we were talking about.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
So what is we talking about?
We's. Okay, so I went down a rabbit hole.
You typically do.
On YouTube. It was YouTube because I was looking for something totally different, but I found something that we could talk about. And I was like,
cool.
And so this guy, Matt Boggs, Boggs. I'm not familiar with him. Never listened to him before.
We have no idea. We don't support him.
We don't know him, but
if he's done something wrong in life, don't come to the Crenshaw.
No,
we don't know.
I just happened to come up on his video.
Okay, cool.
And he was talking about things that men desire but don't ask for.
Oh.
Woo.
Okay.
I was like, wait a minute.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna ruffle some feathers.
Yeah,
and
so
we're gonna step on some toes apparently today.
No, it's gonna be sweet because I'm gonna ask you: Is this because you're speaking for the men today?
Am I representing the male species today?
Yes, you are, and
represent the male species.
And again, this is general people, so don't be sending us messages.
A generalization.
Yes.
All things don't apply to all people.
Thank you very much.
Allow me to do a slight caveat.
Okay, do the caveat, baby.
You are more than welcome to send what you want to send, but also understand in your sending, I am also okay. Put it like that. I'm gonna be an adult. I'm gonna be an adult about it. Be an adult. No, I'm not. I return the same energy. So whatever energy you approach me with, I return it. I don't believe in taking a high ground.
And that's why I don't allow him.
I'm just saying
to answer.
I'm not
anyone. I'm
not that old Irish Diddy. You take the high road and I'll take the low road and I'll be there before you. Yeah, I'm a low road person. I match energy.
So you gravel? You on the gravel?
I'm just saying. So if you come at me low,
so you're not on the pavement. You're on the gravel.
I'm on the gravel.
You on the gravel.
So I'm just saying. In your correspondence with the Crenshaw Corner,
shoulder. You on the shoulder.
Understand?
You on the shoulder.
If you come at me low, I'm gonna come at you low.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. But continue.
And that's why we don't let him answer.
That's probably why I don't handle that part of the business. You don't handle
that part of the business. Thank you, Lord. Okay, so the first thing that he said was that men they want to feel desired and seen. How do you feel about that?
Desired,
not in a sexual way, but desired and seen.
I can see that. No, I agree with that. Because I tie that into, as far as the being seen part, I tie that into respect. And I think most men do tie it into respect. But no, I believe that all men, whether they're in a relationship or not, want to be seen.
Want to be seen.
Because it's so easy. And for some reason, I don't understand why, but it's so easy to disregard men and not to see them. Even though they come and go in your house every day, even though they work, even though they do their best to take care of, even though they're not perfect, but they're striving to do the best they can. And we go through the day and men are not seen.
Yeah.
And even when they are, and kind of the respect factor, even the times we are seen and we say something about not being seen, then we're made to feel guilty about the fact that we actually spoke up about our emotions and how we feel.
How you feel.
Yeah.
So when it comes to being desired, though, because you're talking about being desired, because he's saying men want to, but they don't ask for it, right? And normally what happens when you hear, I want to be desired and seen, is more people talking about women, never really men, right? Is why don't men ask? Like, because
it's not manly.
It doesn't sound manly to say I want to be desired.
Yeah, it's twofold.
Okay,
to be honest, it's twofold.
All right,
it's the way most men are raised. Things like you said, when you think of things like that, you think of more of the feminine side. You think of more of that coming from a woman,
right?
So men are not really taught to be desired or feel desired. We're not really taught that, even though we're human,
right?
And we feel it,
right? So
most of the times when we feel it, we just don't know how to express that. We don't know how to say that's what we're feeling.
That we're feeling. Do you think that men, because you do a lot of men groups, you have several men groups that you're a part of. Do you guys ever talk about that? Like, do you feel desirable? Let me ask you, do you feel desirable? Do I make you feel like I desire and you're seen? Sometimes, and we on the mic, we just, we tell what we tell. So
well, let me answer that question by also going back to the other question.
Right.
As far as also why we don't say that is because, excuse me, all men, whether we are single digits, age, or older,
right,
we all have a fear of rejection. We do not. Rejection for a man hits differently than it does for a woman.
Okay.
And women my sisters out there may disagree, but trust me, coming from a male's perspective, it hits different.
Okay.
Because when a man is rejected, it's different when a woman, first of all, it's very rare that a woman is rejected. Typically, when a woman sets her eyes on a person that she wants, no matter who she is physically in life or where she is in life, typically she can obtain what she wants.
We normally get what we want.
You normally get what you want. It's not the same for a man.
Okay.
And then what happens with a man, for whatever reason, because women feel a lot of the times that we are not human, the rejection is harsh I mean, harsh.
Right.
It's like, well, no, and this is, no, you too short. No, you too fat. No, what makes you think I want? No, are you out your mind? No, I'm so far out of your league. I mean, they come. It's like a machine gun. It's like, I'm like, okay, just say no. Like all that extra stuff.
Yeah, I didn't need it.
I didn't need all that extra
stuff. Some of that stuff I knew, sis.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow, thanks.
Like there's really women out here telling men, if you under 6 feet, go unalive yourself.
Wow.
It's like really women like really doing that.
Right.
If you not 6 feet or better, then why are you even on this earth?
Wow.
It's like really women telling people this. And so we have this overwhelming fear of rejection. Now take that, because regardless of going through life, we have that fear of rejection.
Everybody does.
Now add your wife to that. Now you're being rejected by the woman that you have devoted your life to.
Right.
You're being rejected by the woman that you chose out of whatever catalog you had. This is the one that you chose.
Did you say catalog?
Catalog.
Come on, bro. Not catalog.
This is the one.
You're number 111.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Page 5.
Hey, some of the brothers out here did that. They get their mail orders. I'm just saying.
What was my number? What page was I on? But go ahead. I'm sorry. Carry on.
No, so now you already have that fear of rejection.
Right.
And once you have that fear of rejection, as a man, you're never taught that,
to come back from it.
Not so much as that, but you never taught that, that, like I said, that you're desirable or to be desired. That's not, even though you feel it, you've never been able to express it or verbalize it. So now you have that, not really being able to express it. Now you have the woman that you devoted your life to.
Right.
And now she's the one that is rejecting you. Or she's the one that does not make you feel special.
Desire or special.
Yeah. Because
I'm sorry to cut you off, but does when it comes to men, does desire and being seen, does that equate to sexual, or is it sexual is a part of it, but it's not the whole thing? That's
sexual is a part of it.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to sex, typically, sex does mean more to a man, or the act of just having sex. Typically, men want it more than women. Just kind of how we're built.
I'm about to say, now I know some.
Yeah, know some women out there that they be getting it in. I'm just saying, some women out there be getting it in.
Love y'all, man. I love y'all.
Like I said, typically. But no, it's not just, even society will have you think that that's all a man thinks about.
Right.
That when it comes to that's the only thing on a man's mind.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's really not all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of it, but also we want to feel wanted too.
Exactly.
We want to know that you chose us too, like we chose you. We want to, once again, we want to know, because you are special to us. We want to know that we're special to you.
Yeah.
We may not be able to express that properly all the time.
But it is, like he said, there's some things that men don't ask, but it is known.
I want to be more than just your provider. I want to be more than just the workhorse.
Right.
See me.
Right.
See that I'm not okay. See that I'm hurting. See that I'm sad. See that something is off.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times what happens is that we go through our marriage or we go through our relationship and we're really just ticking off boxes.
Yeah. Every day.
And nobody notices.
Until it's too late.
And then at that point,
like, why we not married? Why we
not even so much
therapy?
Yeah, that, or when Johnny steps off that edge and everybody's like, I didn't know. Like he seemed so happy. He seemed so like this is so unexpected.
Right.
No, if you was paying attention, there was so many signs. And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer with this, but
you're fine.
But that's why, and I talk in my men's group, I talk about this a lot as well. Everybody, we talk about a lot when it comes to men, but we're not talking about the right things. We're not talking about that the suicide rate for men is so much higher than it is for women.
Yeah.
And it's because that's that man that wasn't seen.
Yeah. But is it that, but I know that society tells men they shouldn't do that, but should they, because I'm not going, because we have so many of these. But I just want to say, but the communication has to come where he says that, right? Like is it that he says that or express that, or what I'm saying? Like how do we get I'm trying to figure out how to help each other in that area, right? How do we do that?
Here's what I've seen, especially talking to married men, talking to couples, and also in our own marriage.
Right.
a lot of the times we are afraid. I'm gonna say we are afraid to have those conversations.
Got you.
Because it's taken personal and then it's turned on us.
Got you. Okay.
And I've said this before, and we get into a conversation about how I feel. So I'm unfulfilled in the marriage. There's something missing. I require a little something different of you. And then that whole conversation is turned around to, well, you're not doing this and you're not doing that and you're not helping with the kids and you don't help with the laundry and you don't do this and you don't do that. And then now by the time the conversation is over, now we're apologizing to you for hurting your feelings about how we feel.
Right.
And when that happens enough, there's no point in having the conversation. So we stop. So we stop talking because most of the times, and once again, family, we're not talking about every situation. We're not talking about every couple.
Right.
But a good amount of the time, our feelings or how we feel about something is so invalidated that there's no point anymore. So we just stop. So, but yeah, to answer you, yes, men do want to be desired. Yes, we want to be seen, but it's not something that we're taught. So a lot of the times we don't know how to express it.
Express what you want.
Right. And then unfortunately, sometimes when we do express it, because our spouse is not at that place where they can accept that what they feel is criticism, when it's not really criticism, it's just us wanting to open up about how we feel. And after a while, we get tired, to be honest, we get tired of consoling you about how we feel. So there's no point in talking anymore.
Okay. All right. He also says, point taken. He also says that what men don't say, but they want to say is they want you to take interest in what they're interested in.
Yes.
Like it is he said it is the shining of a man's day, life, month, week if his significant other takes an interest in what he loves, but he doesn't know how to ask for it, but he would love for that to happen.
Yeah. For the ladies who involved with a gamer, that's always what I go to because I'm a gamer.
Because he's a gamer.
I'm a gamer. I love games. Instead of complaining that all you do is play the game, you don't spend no time with me. Come spend some time with me. Come do this. Come do that. Sit your behind down on the couch with him. Pull up a chair with him. Grab a controller and say, "Babe, can you teach me how to play?"
Right.
His eyes will light up.
Yeah.
So yes,
he's like, he'll be so in love with you.
So in love. So in love. But it's because for what, kind of going back to what we were talking about earlier as well, for whatever reason, the things that we like, a lot of the times women will invalidate what we like because a lot of the times they don't see the importance in it. So because they don't see the importance of what we like, then they try to downplay it or try to, well, you don't do this and you don't do that. You don't spend any time when that's the prime example to spend time.
Now, is it that sometimes, or can it be that because they wasn't raised around that, they wasn't raised around a lot of guys, it's just not something that's interesting to them? They would never, not invited, introduced to it, could
we wasn't introduced into furniture shopping either. We wasn't introduced.
I'm pretty sure you was with your mama, bro.
No, I never went furniture shopping. Ever. We were never introduced to decorating or apple picking or what is it? Thrift shopping.
Did you say apple first? We don't even thrift shop with me. Yeah. Did you say apple picking, baby? Really? Apple picking.
95% of the stuff that you guys like to do, we were never introduced to that either. However, we're expected to just do it because that's what you want. And because if you love me, then you'll go thrift shopping with me. If you love me, you'll go shopping with me. If you love me, you'll do this or you'll do that with me because I just want to spend time. I want to be with you.
Now, does this go back to rejection? Because why not just ask that person? Like for me and you, I told the family, no, I tried the game thing 2 times. He stabbed me in the back. He killed me. He didn't tell me what to do, y'all.
I did. You just didn't listen.
He.
I was telling you the whole time.
Y'all, he didn't tell me what to do, y'all.
You ran up on the enemy.
No, and he killed me
for some reason.
Now, the last time I think was for your birthday when we went.
Yeah, when we went to the arcade.
That was he. I did a little bit better now, but what I do realize is that because football has been a thing for me because of you for years. I mean, we've been married a long time, and I was like, But because I knew that he would say that was his interest and he was into it, I learned more than I know. Wait, hold on. I know a lot now.
You do. You can actually hold an intelligent conversation about football. Yeah,
it's the Super Bowl, not just for Rihanna. But anyway, so that's what I'm thinking. You know, because he's saying they don't ask, and I'm just the goal is to just talk about you guys not asking and why you're not asking. So I receive it. So he also said, I'm sorry.
One more thing before that. Yes. Before we go to the next question. But also with that, if you show me or tell me that my interest is not important enough, I'm not going to share it with you. If you make me feel enough that what's important to me or what I like or what's interesting to me, it's not important, or you really could not care about it,
right?
Then I'm not gonna ask you. I'm not going to open up. I'm gonna keep that part of my life to me because you've shown me.
Got you.
That it's not important to you. That part of my life is not important to you. That part of my life you're not interested in being a part of. And so to shut down arguments, to not be hurt, to not get my feelings hurt, I'll just keep it to myself.
Now, is that before or after you might have asked that person? Both. Because if you didn't ask, because we've talked about the communication part, if you never asked, like, hey, babe, come play the game with me, that's not our situation, because you have asked. Yeah. But, you know, or you'll say, just come. For me, it's more, just come sit here, girl. Just sit here.
But if you leading up into me getting
the courage per se to do that,
to say that, if you show me enough, or you said it enough, or you've had an attitude enough about it,
right?
Then I'm not. Then I'll just keep it to myself, and I'll just shut down and I'll deal with the attitude.
Right. That's not me, y'all. Just so y'all be like, well,
a little bit of it.
Oh my, it's not me, bro. We go thrifting. You be mad the entire time.
Yeah, I don't, because
somebody
man,
make you itch.
It does, man. Look, I'm not gonna say the name of the place on air, but it's the place where you take your garbage.
I don't think it's garbage.
You
take the items that you know your items that you no longer want. I don't, because one man's garbage is another person's treasure.
Well, you take your items.
It don't make him itch.
That's been in your garage for 3 years, and you take that to this place, and then even though they got it for free, they charge people $33.99 for it. That's a 3,000% markup on it.
Listen,
just straight profit.
Listen,
we ain't talking about that.
We ain't talking about that.
But that particular place, when I go in, it gives me hives.
First of all, you don't even go. You don't even go in, baby, no more. You just drive and park. Don't do that.
Because the times that I go in,
baby,
the times that I went in,
23 years of marriage, you may have went. You take me every time, but you in the car. And I might have went 6 times.
And I needed Benadryl when I came out because I was in hives. I felt like
I'm so done with you,
I'm saying,
bruh.
because
I'm so done.
First of all, when you step into the place and like the atmosphere changes, it's like stepping into. I mean, it's like the air in the place gets thick. It's like they don't have a ventilation system.
You are such a storyteller,
so I'm just saying, so I don't go for my own health. Is what I'm saying.
And
for my own health,
you're such a great writer, because that foolishness that you just did right there, the foolishness. The other thing that they said that men want but won't ask for is for women to initiate sex, basically, instead of always being them initiating sex, or moving towards it, like, hey, maybe if I do this, she'll know. But for her to be like, yo, it's about to go down, or just initiate it or plan it or whatever. He says that's something that men want, and and they think that men think that's sexy, but they just don't know how to ask.
Ladies, just real quick.
Not ladies.
Just real quick. I just want to talk to you just for a moment.
People, baby, talk. We gonna put your Barry White voice on.
I'm just the male species.
Not the male species.
The male species.
Go ahead, baby. Preach.
We are intellectual people, regardless of what you feel or think. We are truly intellectual. We do have a mind of our own. We can't think more than 2 steps ahead. We actually can.
Come on, my God.
So there are a lot of things that we are. But let me tell you the one thing that we're not. We're not mind readers. You feel as though that we are.
Wow.
And I don't care how long we've been married.
This is true.
At no point in time that I developed develop the ability to read your mind.
But I think you should.
And I say that to say,
you think I should?
Actually, I don't. I've never expected you to read my mind. You have actually genuinely gotten upset with me for not having the ability to not be telepathic to read your mind, and you have gotten upset with me.
I've never got upset with you. I just felt like, hey, bruh,
do you not realize how flawed that logic is?
My hey, bruh.
But anyway,
God, carry on, my brother. Carry on, my brother.
But the one things we cannot do is mind read, and therefore the hints that you be dropping, and swear in your mind
that was initiation.
That you clear.
I was initiating.
Just because you lay in the bed and tooped your booty towards somebody,
I cannot.
Don't mean that we understand that mean it's an all go.
It's an all go.
Sometimes because in this what I'm talking about. See, now I got hot and I'm sweating because y'all so finicky. Because 1 minute that mean it's an all system go. The next minute it's just I didn't want to cuddle. Why is sex always on your mind? Why are you such a pervert? All you think about is sex. I just want to hold. I just want to be held. So we don't know.
Who sounds like that, baby? I'm trying to figure out.
They out there. So we don't know. So yes. So and once again, it goes back to the rejection. Because
I'm done with you.
I'm just saying.
I'm done with you on this great Wednesday. Go ahead.
It's one thing to be, and once again, it goes back to the rejection. It is one thing to be rejected by some random redhead in a bar.
Not a you just be making up stuff. Redhead in the bar.
A random redhead in the bar.
Okay, it's cool with that. It's cool. You can handle that. You can handle that.
It's another to be rejected by the woman that you devoted your life to and you've given her your last name. So, and because that happens a lot. So and once again, that goes back to being desired. Sometimes we want to feel cute.
You want to feel pretty, baby?
Sometimes we want to feel pretty.
You want to feel pretty?
Sometimes we want to feel chased.
Okay. All right, Chase.
Chase us sometimes.
Snap. Okay, bro.
So
do what, baby? Tell me again.
Chase us
sometime. Around the house.
You know what I'm saying?
Around the house.
Hey, just don't. Never mind. I was. This is about to be after dog moment.
Nope.
I had to catch myself.
This is a today.
Lady, stop trying to stick stuff in our booty.
Who is sticking stuff?
Stop trying. That ain't cute.
Who's sticking stuff?
I'm just saying.
Booty?
Just.
Where did we go?
That ain't cute. Stop with the booty stuff. That's all I'm saying.
Where did we
Stop
go
with the booty stuff?
Come back.
Huh?
Come back, bro.
But I'm just saying.
I don't know what that was.
I'm just saying.
I don't know what that was.
I'm speaking for somebody out there.
Now people gonna be looking at me different. Like that's what I'm doing, and I'm not even doing that. That ain't gonna be like, and
I'm just saying.
Sanchez is asking y'all talking about things that men don't ask. He asked you, sis. I'm gonna need you not to do that. And I'm looking at y'all like I'm not doing that. But anyway,
no. But yes, we would love.
Okay.
That is so. And I don't care what your grandmama told you. That's not slutty. It's not slutty.
To initiate it.
Okay. It's not taking the man's role. It's not being slutty. It's not being a bad girl. It's none of that. And plus, if it's your husband, be a slut with your husband.
But what's happening?
The marital bed is undefiled.
Just say I think slut is not a good word. Be a baddie.
Well, look, however you want to say it.
Because you just age yourself with that particular word.
No, I would have aged myself with hussy. What you thought I was going to say?
Oh, no. I was scared.
No, I was going to say hussy.
That's what the grandma used to call it, a hussy.
A floozy.
A floozy. Jesus.
Now, you know how your grandma was real mad at a woman? She hit her with your loose floozy. But anyway, that's kind of redundant.
Loose floozy.
A loose floozy kind of redundant.
That was kind of the same. Okay, great.
But anyway, yes, we would love
for us to initiate.
For women, for our wives, our significant others to initiate, to be more.
Okay.
Yeah, in that.
Okay. So next thing he said that men would love but don't ask for is to be praised and acknowledged.
Yeah.
And basically he was saying from things that he do for his life, like for promotions, for writing a book or whatever that man does, he would love to be praised and acknowledged for that. Not just being a good father, but for his personal life, basically. He's kind of saying. What do you think about that?
No, we're told so much of what we're not doing, and and the favorite line that men are being told for some reason it's you're supposed to. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be. No, not. I mean, yeah, it's to a certain extent, but still.
Say thank you.
Yeah, but if I'm accomplishing something,
yeah,
it is nice. It is nice to be acknowledged. Everyone wants to know that they're doing a good job. Everyone wants to know that they're important to someone.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to know that their efforts and what they're doing is being recognized.
Yeah. And I think not doing the general praise, you're a good dad, you're a good husband, you're a good father, you're a good friend, but you're a good writer, right? Like, because you're an author, you're a great writer, you're great, those things that's for your life, right? That you're doing for your life.
Right.
Baby, you're doing amazing working out every day. You look great. You look good.
The way you cut that yard. The way you trim them hedges.
Boy, the way nothing was sticking up in them hedges. Yeah. Like those things is what he was talking about. Basically, just making sure that you praise him and acknowledge what he does outside of just the norm. Because we're so on autopilot. It's easy to be like, you're a great dad, baby.
Yeah, it's easy.
You're a great grandfather.
Yeah,
you're a great husband.
Yeah, the basics. It's easy just
exactly because we're on autopilot. But to
check the boxes.
But to see outside of that, of who you are, the life you are outside of being the husband, the father. Yeah. That's what he's saying. That men would love to have been praised, would have acknowledgement for those things, right?
Yeah, and once again, I go back to because society we're being told so much of what we're not and who we're not.
Right.
We've been told that so much, and we're being told that so much.
Yeah. I love the fact that saying it and praising and giving acknowledgement for things outside of the role that you guys do, basically.
Right.
Because that means that I see you. Goes back to being desired and being seen. Baby, I see the way you're working out really hard for yourself. I see the way that you're going after your dreams for yourself. So it has nothing to do with the family or being a husband, but it's for yourself.
Remove my titles.
Right.
And see me as a person.
And see as a person and acknowledge and praise you for that reason.
And do something that a lot of people don't do and actually see me as a human being.
Yeah. It also says, I like this because you kind of touched on it earlier, but encourage. Another thing that he said that men won't ask for is to encourage, the significant other should encourage him to have an adventurous life, right?
Yeah.
To go out without the significant other, go travel, go, like if you going on a girl's trip, make sure he's going on a boy's trip, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And encourage that. He said, but the crazy part about it, and he said something that you said before, and he was like, without making you feel like you did something wrong or you don't want to be around. He said the men don't ask, this is what he said, men don't ask because when they ask, it feels like we hear, oh, he don't want to be bothering me this week. Yeah. Or he want to be by himself. Or he want to be with his boys. Or where you really going? What you really doing?
Or who you going to see?
Right, exactly.
What broad you going to be with?
Right.
It's everything that. Okay, once again, family talking in general terms. Talking in general terms. But a lot of the times we won't because we don't want to have to defend everything. Sometimes as men we have to defend everything. We have to debate everything. It's like you said. Babe, I want to go hang out with this person. I want to go here. Okay, well, who's going to be there and why you're going and why can't I go? Who's going to be there? And it's all these rapid fire questions.
That's what he said.
Perfect example. It was a skit, but perfect example. Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart has a bit that he does where he talks about that. Where when the husband and the wife are going out separately. So when it's time for the husband to go out, the wife got 3,000 questions. Who you going with? Who you going to be? What you going to eat? Well, what are y'all going to eat? Well, where you going? And
right.
Husband, wife going out with the girls? Okay.
Be safe.
Call me when you get there.
That's it.
That's
legitimately all you say to me. All right.
Let me know when you get there.
Be safe. Be safe.
Have fun. But we don't get the same. And then once again, we're made to feel like we're doing something wrong. A lot of the times when we want to, it's just in general. A lot of the times when we want to do things just for us, we're made to feel like we're wrong. We're made to feel like we're not allowed to do stuff just for us.
Right.
Because when we want to do something for us, it's taken away from the family. It's taken away from the finances. It's taken away from my time. Where the flip side, y'all don't care when y'all go. It's girls trip. I'm gone.
Gotcha. Now, see, here's the thing about that, which is so crazy.
What's up?
Because women, I know, like, I feel like married couples who have children, that men can just get up and go do what they want to. Whether it be I'm going golfing, to the grocery store, wherever, without a second thought. But as a wife, we're sitting there like, do I want to leave him? Is he going to watch him? So it's so weird to hear your perspective and then hear.
Do you want to know why though?
A different well, sure.
I'll tell you why. And it's really simple. We trust you. You guys don't trust us.
Hold that. Don't talk about that. Pause.
Pause on that one.
Put a pin on that one. Thank you.
Put a pin on that one.
Put a pin on that.
Okay.
He says the best thing for a significant other and a wife to do is encourage the adventure.
Right.
And if he still don't want to do it, set up the adventure. Right.
Okay.
So like I did for you, like, oh, I'm going with the girls, so you're going to a hotel.
Right.
Take your game and cut off your phone and order whatever you want, do whatever you want. I'm paying for it. That's what you need to do.
Right.
That's it. I'm not, don't call me. Because I wanted you to have time without having to worry about anything, because again, for I'm just talking about our relationship, he worries about everything that pertains to his family. Right. So I wanted that for you. Or if I'd be like, okay, go get your nails and get a mani-pedi. Yes he will.
I gotta make my appointment with Tia too.
Exactly. And so, or encourage it. Like I encourage him all the time, like, go see your cousin, like,
I need to get to Kansas.
Yeah, and do that, because he does the same for me. Right. So he also says, so when you just said the thing about trust, also he said, what goes back to what you just said, which is actually, we got one more.
Okay.
He says, what men want but don't ask for is for you to have confidence in them.
Yeah.
He said when your significant other or your spouse doesn't have confidence in you, that doesn't feel good.
It doesn't.
He said it doesn't feel good. He gave an example and mean that you have confidence. He said sometimes wives, you show you have confidence, like, okay, baby, we go on this road trip, it's all you. He get in the driver's seat, he drive. Why you turn left? Don't go there. Baby, why you going this way? Okay. But if you took 85, it would be better.
Why you going 2 over the speed limit?
Right. Oh, don't do that to me.
I'm just saying.
You judging now.
I'm just saying.
Don't put our business in the street.
I'm just saying.
Right. And so he says what happens there is it doesn't make him feel like you trust him.
Yeah.
Because once you said that was his task, if he do the dishes, do the dishes. Okay, but the forks go over there, or this go over there, or if he make up the bed, he was saying anything.
It's in the drawer.
It's in any task.
As long as it's in the drawer.
If you give it to him, let it go. It's your task. And it's so funny because with Pootie, which is so weird because even at his age, right, he'll tell me he'll do something and then I get ready to do it. He go, no, Gigi, it's my turn. And he's like, he always says that. He's like, my turn, like, give it here. It's my responsibility.
Let me do it.
Because now you told me, go get this. I go get it. You don't like the way I'm getting it. And so you try to come get it. And he will stop me and be like, no, Gigi, it's my turn. It's my turn.
Now to go back to kind of the last question and then also answer this one. Now, once again, I understand that there are some dudes out there that, and my wife is going to probably throw something when I say this, but there are some dudes out there that's a waste of space.
Don't do that.
It's the truth. There's some women out there that's a waste of space.
Still don't do that.
My opinion. I'm allowed to my opinion.
Keep going, my brother.
But there are men who would love to just be with their kids or watch their kids, or I'm going to say watch because it's not babysitting, it's your kids. Be with your kids and have just the full responsibility of being with the kids. But the reason why
so many rules come with it.
Right. And the reason why men can just get up and leave, as we say, and women can't, is because I trust that you're going to take care of the house. I trust that you're going to take care of the family. I trust you're going to take care of the kids. I'm not leaving you with 11 rules and regulations. I'm not doing it because I trust. I married you. I impregnated you. I believe that you are the woman that can handle and will love and will take care. We don't get the same. Most of the times, the reason why women just don't get up and leave is because they don't trust the husband going to take care of the kids. They don't. And not take care of the kids, but not take care of them the way they want them. They want it to be done.
Right. The way it should look.
Right. Or they're not going to take care of the house the way they want it done. Like the reason a lot of men don't contribute to housework is because we get tired of being told we're wrong.
I'm guilty of.
Why am I going to go wash the dishes if you're just going to come right behind me and redo everything I did? Why am I going to clean the bathroom, or why am I going to fold clothes when the only thing you're going to do is tell me, well, this is not how you do it, or you're wrong for doing it this way, or it should be done this way, or you just take over the task all this, fine, I'll do it myself. So why would I, if everything I'm being told that I'm wrong in doing? So yes, trust.
That's what he says. Trust
you married
and confidence
me.
In
trust
that
and confidence
that I'll do.
Trust and confidence. Have the confidence in me that it's not going to look like you do it, because guess what? We're not the same.
But
we're not the same person.
Be done.
But it's going to be done.
Yeah.
The kids are going to be taken care of. The kids are going to eat. They're going to be alive. The house is not going to be burned down. It may not be in the perfect order that you think it should be in.
But the kids have had the best time of their life.
It may look lived in, because God forbid a house looks lived in.
I don't like the way that makes me feel. I don't like it lived in.
But I'm just saying. So just trust that you married me for a reason. Yeah. You married him for a reason. You decided to have kids with him for a reason. There was a reason.
So trust it.
So trust, and some, there are mothers that really don't understand this concept. The kids are not just yours.
They're ours.
Yeah, they actually, you get 50% of them.
Yeah.
Because the other 50% belongs to the father. They are really, these are your kids. It's not just your, they just don't belong to you.
The rude awakening, I think I've told this story before to the family.
The strike?
I went on strike, y'all. Because it was all the kids was home, including my brother. My brother lived here. Was Killer here?
No,
I don't think he
was going by that.
And I went on strike because I felt like they was taking advantage of me. They were not doing what I needed them to be doing. And I was like, you're going to be with your dad. I'm over it. I do not care. I don't care if that house burned down. Don't call me. Don't ask me for nothing. So Sanchez was like, fine. The kids was like, fine. Okay. You know, what's wrong with mommy? So I literally just stayed. It was a weekend. I think it was a weekend.
No, you did it for a week.
Did I do it for a week?
You did it for a week.
And I was in the room.
You did it for a business week.
I was in the room. I did get fed like I was a prisoner.
I would put it at the door and tap on the door.
And he would roll. But the thing that bothered me the most, none of the kids, they out there giggling and kiki-cack-cacking. They playing board games, y'all. They making ice cream and ices.
We had fun.
They eat all the food they ain't supposed to eat, whatever. Because mama on strike. And I'm like, surely they gonna need me sooner or later. The sooner came.
Never came.
I had to take myself off.
You broke your old protest.
I broke my old protest. You know, so it's those kind of things that made me realize, hey, he got this. These are his children. Knock yourself out, bruh. Like, and that's where I knew I could get rest, right? That was when I realized, to be honest, girl, you really can get some rest. And I couldn't even rest in it, to be honest, because I mean, this was years ago. I couldn't even rest in it because I wanted to control it from the bed too, but I couldn't because I was evil. I petty. I would not come out that door, and we had a bathroom. Petty. The bathroom was in our room. I would not, and he would feed me, so I was good. But they was having the time, and then when they was over, and then when I did finally unprotest myself, they had an attitude. The kids had an attitude. Look at me like, why I'm out here in this living room with y'all? Like, and normally they're in their own room.
Yeah, no, we out in the living room. They in the kitchen with me.
They in the living room. They in the kitchen. I mean, they just what?
Yeah. But also, and once again, I know there are always outliers to every situation.
Absolutely.
But there are so many women, so many mothers, so many wives that could get rest.
Just let him do it.
If they just let him do it.
Just let him do it, y'all.
And just understand it's not going to look the same.
No way.
But it's going to have the same. It's going to have the same results.
The kids having the best time of their life without me. See, I got bitter about that thing again. I should call them all. Now, first of all, everybody grown.
Don't be bitter. Be better.
Call them like, you know what? This is the last one.
What's up?
He said that men want but don't ask for a deep desire to be respected. Yeah. To be respected.
And we've talked about this before.
Wait, I just want to finish. He said because most men feel you're my wife, you're my significant other, I shouldn't have to ask you to respect me.
Yeah, no.
If it's something different, if I've given you a reason not to respect me,
right.
But if I haven't given you that reason, I shouldn't have to ask you. Even though I want respect, I shouldn't have to ask you because you just want to give it to me freely.
Yeah, some things. My favorite line is one thing I learned a long time ago in grammar school.
Not grammar, just go back to grammar school.
Yeah, respect for a man is like you, the word you in a sentence. It doesn't have to be said. It's just understood.
That's good.
And that's how men are. And you said this before, and we've said this before. Women want security. Men just want respect.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it. We just want to, We just want to, we're not saying that we want to be a dictator or we want to dominate or it's our word is law. No. We just want to respect it, especially in our own home.
Yeah.
Because there's once again, and ladies, please don't misunderstand. This is not
these are questions just for men. So this is not
an episode of women bashing, or this is not an episode of why women are wrong. That's not what we're saying at all. So please don't take it that way.
Right.
But this is a conversation about men. So, there's so much that a man can go through and will go through in the course of a day, and there's so many choices in a man's day where at any moment it can go left.
Wrong choice can make it wrong.
It can go left.
Right.
And so we're dealing with, not only we're dealing with people at work, and we're dealing with people in the public, and a lot of times we're dealing with unappreciative bosses or unappreciative workers. And there's so many things that when we get home, that has to be our sanctuary. That has to be our safe place.
Right.
That has to be the place where whatever we were not able to get in the world, we can get at home.
Get it home.
So when you walk out of that situation, walk into a situation where, once again, the woman that you chose, the woman that you devoted your life to, the woman that you went out into the world to deal with all that, to provide for and to take care of, and then they don't respect you, and then they belittle you, or what you do is not good enough,
right? Or
nothing you do is right, and everything you attempt to do, there's always a problem with it,
right?
And after a while, that just breaks a man. And after a while, you get to the point where you start to believe it yourself, and you start to believe that nothing you can do is right, and everything you do is flawed, and you're not worthy of love.
Right.
Because if the woman that you've devoted your life to does not love you,
and say the same thing the world is saying,
and says the same,
said and sometimes unsaid,
right? Because remember, communication is verbal and nonverbal.
Verbal, yeah.
There is so much that you can say with never opening your mouth. So, and you have that. So, yeah. So we just want to be respected.
Yeah.
And it's nothing big.
Right.
It's just be nice, be kind,
right?
Talk nice to me.
I'm sorry. Why you gotta say it like that though? I'm laughing not because he's so serious, but if y'all can see his expression, y'all, he got arms and everything going right now.
Just talk nice to me. Don't understand that I am human.
Right.
Understand if you cut me, do I not bleed? Understand that even though, yes, we as men, we have this rough and gruff exterior. As men, we don't talk a lot about how we feel, but it doesn't mean that we don't feel.
Right.
And we just want to know that the woman that we've devoted to, that it's not a one-way street.
Right.
That if I'm doing everything I can to be respectful to you, to take care of you, to love you, to lift you up, to provide for you, to help you chase your dreams, to be the support system for you, but I don't deserve the same in return.
Yeah.
Not even the full gambit.
Right.
The crazy part, I'm not even expecting the full gambit. I'm not expecting you to do everything that I do for you. I'm not.
Right.
I just want to be respected.
Yeah. In
my own home, I just want to be respected.
Yeah.
Where what I say is valued.
Yeah. And listened.
Is listened to.
And heard.
I'm not always right about everything, but can I not be shut down?
Right. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Can you actually take the time to listen to what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not
taking offense to it.
Right.
Not taking it personal.
Right.
Not only listening to get ammunition to use back at me.
Right.
But can you show me enough respect that you would show? And the crazy part, a lot of the times, those same women, they go into the workforce and they're the nicest, kindest people. You know, they're respectful to their bosses. They're respectful to their coworkers. They're respectful to the people, if they're in management or whatever, the people that work for them.
Right.
But you can't do the same for the man that's devoted his life to you.
I think because sometimes we take each other for granted. People take people for granted.
People take people for granted.
People take people
and that goes both ways. That's male and female.
Yeah, people take people for granted, and I think it's a lot to do with that too. Also, he didn't say that, but here's the thing that's so crazy as we're discussing this, and I know people are like, poor Sanchez. Y'all, ain't no
it's not poor Sanchez. Sanchez is in a great relationship. Sanchez loves his wife. Sanchez is not perfect.
But what I do know is so interesting that this is such a important conversation because we have 3 sons and 2 grandsons. Mm-hmm. And so that's important to have the conversations, because we're the men dominate the family right now. Yeah. We have more guys than we have girls. And so it is important to have these conversations. And also these things that's being said is also good for the mental health of a man. Right? So you have to consider and think about that as well. The other thing I want to put in there just on my part is that I believe, and I learned this from Sanchez, but he was aggressive with it, but I'm not going to talk about it.
Was I aggressive?
He was aggressive with it. This is a long time ago. But sometimes don't lay on him. Let him have a safe place to lay. Let him lay on you, and a lot of times, lay his head in your lap. But a majority of times, I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about anybody else but me. I would just for my comfort, I would go and be like, "Baby, let me hug you, just so I can hug you." And he was like, "Now, baby, this is because I thought you was hugging me for me. This don't feel like for me. This this feel like for you, baby.
You know what did it for me?
This don't feel like for me, baby.
You know what the proverbial straw that broke that proverbial camel's back when it came to that?
What happened, baby?
I remember.
Oh Lord, you remember?
I was ill.
You was ill.
I was sick.
Okay.
It wasn't like dying sick, but I had like a cold, a severe cold, maybe the flu, but I was sick. Mm-hmm. And you came to me and said, "Babe, I know you sick. Mm-hmm. I know you don't feel good. Mm-hmm. I'm going to lay on you so you feel better." Which in my clouded mind, because I think I had a fever, so I know I wasn't thinking right.
You said sure. And then it went left from there.
But the math
wasn't
quite mathing for me.
He was aggressive.
Because if I'm the one that does not feel well, if I'm the one that has the cold,
shouldn't I be laying on you?
But so how is you laying on me helping me?
But that ain't how he said it, y'all.
I think it was
that was sweet the way you said it just now.
It was the fever. It was the fever.
Yeah, it was flowery. It was really flowery.
I might have used some choice words.
And then it was like, "Get your A away from me."
I think I might have said that. Think about it. It was the fever. It was the fever talk.
No, bro, that was all Sanchez, bro. I walked away so defeated, but then I realized, and then when we talked about it later, I got it. It was like, "Baby, sometimes I just want to lay on you, or offer it to me. Offer it to me. Offer that let me lay on you or something." Now, I'm not saying I'm great at it, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know now. I'm more of a layer than a lay on her. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get better, y'all. Well, that was what I had, babe.
Okay, I'm cool.
How'd you feel about it, even though you didn't know what was gonna happen?
We're gonna get some hate mail from some feminists.
This was not about that, ladies.
We're gonna get some hate mail from some feminists.
What I need the ladies to do is hear the heart of it. Hear the heart of it. Hear the heart of it, and hopefully something will be an aha moment for you, and you'll look at your husband or your single and be like, "Huh, I get it now." Yeah, I didn't get it before, or I never saw it before, but I see it now. Yeah. And implement some of these things.
Ask him.
As part of it. Ask him, talk to him. Or if he's doing something that you know that he loved, just go sit next to him. Even if, like, for Sanchez, I don't play the game. He tried to kill me. He didn't treat me right, y'all. I'm never going to let it go. He didn't treat me right.
That's not true.
But I'll sit next to him, or I will ask questions until he give me a face like, "Baby, okay, go away for my game." But ask, try, just do. But those are the things that they say that men, and you kind of agreed. So there you go.
Is that your final thought?
I don't have a final thought this time. It's all about you.
I don't believe that.
I really don't. It's all about you, babe. Go ahead. Go away.
I don't believe it.
Unless you say something that's going to trigger me.
See, like I said,
I don't know. So just go for it. Go for it, baby.
My final thought is actually for the young ladies that are listening, for the wives, for the significant others. Mm-hmm. My final thought is simply ask. Just ask the question. Mm-hmm. Whether you truly want to know the true answer or not. Mm-hmm. Ask the question, and then once you get the answer, do not take it personal.
Yeah.
Do not invalidate his feelings. Allow him the space to be honest with you, even if it runs the risk of hurting your feelings.
Yeah. I do have a final thought.
I know that you did.
No, because you triggered it.
I knew that you did.
My final thing out of everything that he said, everything that I gathered from what him and Sanchez says was for ladies, initiate.
Yeah.
Initiate it. Whether it be initiate the sex, initiate the asking the question, initiating whatever it is, initiate. Because he just may not ever ask. So now that you know that, you initiate it.
I'll go with that.
I'm done. Look at me. Look at me.
Well, family, we
love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging in there.
Once again, just real quick, if you're going to send the high energy emails, just know I'm personally going to respond to those.
No, you're not.
With the same high energy.
You don't respond to any of them, babe.
I'm just saying.
I'm the pavement, you the gravel, bruh.
I'm
saying. Staying on the pavement. We're staying on the pavement. We're staying on the pavement. We're not going to go on the shoulder.
I'm just saying.
We're not going and we're not going to veer off to an accident, okay?
I'm gonna go so low that when I look up, I'm going to be in Australia.
Baby.
I'm just saying.
Talk to the family.
Family, thank you for listening. However you're listening, whether it's on iTunes, whether it's Podbean, whether it's Spotify, whether it's Amazon Music, whether it's Google Podcasts, whether it's iHeartRadio.
Ooh, you smooth today, boy.
Or on our own personal website at www.thecrenshawcorner.com. As always, we consider ourselves an interactive podcast.
Come on, interactive podcast.
That means that we can be found on the socials. We're on TikTok. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube, all under the Crenshaw Corner.
Yes, we are.
And of course, you can email us at any time at thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. Once again, thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. And as always, family, welcome to our journey.
We love you guys. Bye.